It's a Friday, and it is time for the final edition of Litter Media Live for the week on this March 14th of 2025. We're 2 weeks into the month, and it's almost over. Seems like it happens every month like that.
What's the Ides of March? Is that tomorrow? 15th?
Today's Pie Day, right?
Right.
So make sure you have pie for lunch. And not that it is the P-I-E pie, it's P-I, right? Mm-hmm. So, and the train is right on time on Pie Day. But I can't remember the numbers that are involved with pi. Aren't there like 28 numbers or 28 digits?
It's infinite digits.
Infinite digits?
I know 3.141592654, and then I don't know anything past that.
The professor.
I'm iffy about the 5-4 at the end.
He is the professor for us here today. And he did all that off camera.
He did.
Did you like how he did that?
He did that.
I mean, we adjusted the camera
to
be shot on him.
What the viewer couldn't see, he had a calculator.
3.141592654.
His little Texas Instruments red LED lights going across there.
Yeah, he cheated. Yeah.
There used to be now, for those of you that grew up in the 1970s when those Texas Instruments calculators came out, there was a story where you could talk about a sheik and this and that and so on and so forth. And after you add all those numbers up, you turn it upside down and it spelled Shell Oil. You remember that?
I do.
So I can't remember the formula to get you there, but I do recall that portion there. All right, welcome as we start to wrap up the week and we prepare for the weekend. It's going to be a little stormy this weekend from what we understand.
Yeah, Saturday at least, but today, enjoy, because we've got sunshine again today with a high around the mid-70s. Showers expected for the weekend. Some of those storms may be strong to severe between 6 p.m. and in the early morning hours Sunday. So Saturday night, Sunday is where we think there might be a possibility of some strong thunderstorms. They say it's actually going to be windy all weekend, straight line winds on Sunday, but we think the rain will be ending Sunday afternoon, and then sunshine returning on Monday, but cooler with Monday's high of about 56.
So this could be the perfect weekend for discovering electricity with a kite, like Ben Franklin did.
Yes, you could do that.
When.
Yeah.
So it'll be windy and stormy, and there might be a shock that goes with it. But I think I saw on the news last night, a representative from AEP was explaining best be prepared because we may have trees down and so on and so forth. Right. But we had that here just a couple of weeks ago, too. So we are prepared. Be prepared.
Be a good Boy Scout.
Yes. News is on the way next, but first let's tell you about our friends at Scioto Valley Dumpsters. 740-253-8389. If we do have this destructive winds and things of that sort, you might need a dumpster to pick up all the debris that might be left over from a storm. But you can have one on hand at any time by calling Scioto Valley Dumpsters for your business or your residence. 740-253-8389.
This is Andy Tomlinson. When ensuring what's important to you, our agents are there when you need us the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit us online at tomlinsonins.com to learn more.
Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today. The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, click on their ad at littermedia.com, which takes you right to an information page. News at littermedia.com. It's available for you at your fingertips. not only on our website, littermedia.com, but also on our social media. You'll find all those links for our platforms up in the right-hand corner at littermedia.com. And that includes Litter Media Radio, Spotify, Litter Media Instagram, Litter Media Facebook, and Litter Media X, all in one location. We start the news with a little field trip I took yesterday out to Pickaway Ross Career and Technology Center. Met with Superintendent Jonathan Davis for an update on the construction at the school. It's the first expansion since its opening in 1974. It's not every day that you get to, first of all, get funding, but second of all, start to build on something and use that money for good.
Yeah, we're blessed. This is the second time in my career I've had the opportunity to build. We were built at Circleville and then here. We were awarded $7.6 million for what we call our Career Tech Expansion Grants. Behind us, you have a 16,000 square foot addition to our campus, a commercial carpentry lab, a construction technologies lab. Those are two current programs for us. So those programs will move into this brand new state-of-the-art space, which will then allow us to actually increase the space for other programs. Robotics manufacturing, brand new veterinary assisting space, and we will also open a space that we're hopeful will become a secondary HVAC program, which will allow us to bring new students here to our campus.
The project is expected to be completed August 1st, just in time for the 2025-26 school year. It's amazing how quickly this thing has come together. So we'll certainly take a tour when it's done in August as well.
This morning was also the state of the community at the Chillicothe Country Club put on by the Ross Chillicothe Chamber of Commerce. And Mayor Luke Feeney gave his State of the City address, and he ended talking about the growing pains that come along with all the new developments that are going on in downtown Chillicothe and surrounding areas. And he said, growing pains aren't a sign of failure, and they're not a reason to stop. They're natural steps of success. It can be hard for me to see in the moment, but when I pause, I know when I look back on this moment, I'll appreciate the season of growing pains because that means we've planned, we've implemented, and the season of success is right around the corner.
Well spoken, Mr. Mayor.
As I heard about seasons, I kept thinking about Chauncey Gardner on Being There, Peter Sellers. If you've never seen that movie, you got to watch it. Yeah.
But he wasn't the only speaker that was there, correct?
No, he was not. It's someone from ODOT, and I don't have the names pulled up.
Tom Barnett's, I think.
Tom Barnett's from ODOT was there speaking about the Bridge Street construction. The mayor of Frankfort was there talking about the state of things in Frankfort.
Patty Cavender.
Yes.
And you said Jack Everson,
Ross County Commissioner was also there. You said that right when I pulled up the list.
Ah, gotcha.
Did you enjoy breakfast?
I didn't get to eat anything.
You didn't?
No. I was setting up by the time they started speaking, and I didn't want to eat while they were all at the podium talking. So I'm still on an empty stomach.
The boys got to learn how to,
You do all that prep time, then you eat, and then it all starts.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you for going to that and checking it out, the Chamber of Commerce State of the Community. And will you have a follow-up for us on littermedia.com later?
Sure.
Okay. Very good.
Check that out at littermedia.com. Something you can find on there right now, Ohio Governor Mike DeWine has designated March 16th through the 22nd as Severe Weather Awareness Week and is encouraging all Ohioans to prepare themselves for spring and summer weather hazards, including thunder, lightning, tornadoes, and flooding. The statewide tornado drill will be held this coming Wednesday, March 19th at 9:50 a.m. Ohioans are encouraged to participate in the drill and practice their emergency sheltering plans. You can also use this time to prepare your home for the harsher side of spring and summer. The Ohio History Fund has granted the Pike Heritage Museum $11,176 for an ADA-compatible restroom. Now, the museum is the former Waverly Evangelical German Reformed Church, which was constructed in 1859. The restrooms were added almost 100 years later, 1950, but still lacked accommodation for those with mobility issues. This project will be the final part of a year-long effort to make the museum accessible to all people.
Need to go down and check out the museum. I've driven by it, I don't know how many times, and I'm usually on a mission to go do something else, but I have to plan to go over there one of these days and check out the
I think I was in
Heritage
there
Museum.
a couple of years ago when they had to temporarily close it because of the bats that they had
yeah.
in the building. They were endangered bats, so they just couldn't go in there, and
Right.
you know how that goes. But
So, Steve Lewis, if you're watching today, hold me to that to make sure I get over to see the Heritage Museum in Waverly. The Ted Lewis Park Summer Movie Series has selected their lineup of films thanks to a public poll. It starts June 13th, so you've got a couple of months to prepare here. Moana 2 will be the first movie. Then in July, Guardians of the Galaxy. In August, it's Shrek. And Sonic 3 will take place in September. So be prepared for popcorn and fun at the city of Circleville with the Ted Lewis Park Summer Movie Series. Logan Elm Elementary has received a 2024 Momentum Award from the state of Ohio. This award highlights the teamwork and commitment that school staff and community puts into making Logan Elm Elementary a place where every student thrives. And we tip our cap to those folks, especially when you see Pete the cat, you know you're doing something right.
staying in Pickaway County, celebrate St. Patrick's Day with a fun and active morning at Asheville's first St. Patty's 5K Family Fun Run. That is tomorrow. Whether you're running, walking, or cheering on friends and family, it's a great way to get outdoors and enjoy the community. And if you want to sign up, if you're watching our program, you can go to the QR code. But if you're listening in on the radio, go to zeffy.com and you'll find the St. Patty's Day 5K run.
You can run right to Viking Stadium, it looks like.
That's correct. Fairfield County Health Department will be offering a Tick Blitz training seminar on April the 7th from 2 to 3 p.m. at Alley Park on Old Logan Road in Lancaster. The Health District is hosting 2 training sessions in the county, and by participating, you'll learn about how to find and identify the different types of ticks present in Central Ohio, among other things.
Ross County Historical Society Junior Member Program combined the February Black History Month and March Women's History Month on Saturday, March 22nd, so a week from tomorrow, from 9:30 a.m. until 12:30 p.m. The youth will be touring the David Nickens Heritage Center and Lucy Hayes House. They will meet at the Ross County Heritage Center at 9:30 a.m., then walk to the other sites, which are pretty close. And kids will be able to do this. They ask that you dress appropriately for the weather, because we don't know what the weather's going to be in the next week here. The Ohio Means Jobs Pike County van schedule will conduct a rural veterans event. That's Wednesday, April 9th between 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Pike Outreach Council of Churches, located at 306 Bridge Street in Waverly. During these events, representatives will provide information about available jobs in the area, educational training opportunities, and supportive services for local job seekers through the grants that fund these programs.
And a late note, the Fayette County Health Department has just released the 2024 annual report, which includes statistics concerning health and wellness of their county residents. Now, to obtain a copy, you can go to the Fayette County Public Health website or stop in the office for what they call a hard copy. Road report, we're taking you to Athens County today. Traffic is being maintained by flaggers on State Route 682 at US 33. Additionally, drums are in the place of the off-ramp from 33 eastbound to State Route 682 and at the on-ramp from Route 672 to US 23 eastbound. And this project is likely to be going until the end of October.
Coming up, a look at sports and includes our Player of the Week, thanks to Neil Coleman Insurance and Wyandotte Mutual, and presented by Homeland Credit Union. That's on the way next. But first, let's tell you about Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor. I saw some of the guys working out there yesterday at Pickaway Ross Career Technology Center with their Accurate shirts, making sure that they have all the HVAC stuff prepared to go. And, of course, HVAC, as you might have heard from the interview we did with Jonathan Davis, is going to be a part of all this new project that's being done as well in the expansion at Pickaway CTC. If you want to learn more about Accurate Heating and Cooling and Plumbing and what they do and the territories that they serve, click on this ad anywhere you see it at littermedia.com. It takes you right to their website, accuratehvac.com.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
Each week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Littermedia Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Littermedia Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union.
Whenever I first applied for the Archways opportunity, oh, do I have to pay this back? Do I have to do that? Like, is it a loan? And it's not. It's a scholarship. A goal of mine is to graduate college debt-free. If you're a crew member, you get $2,500 a year, and if you're a manager, you get $3,000. And especially if you're going locally to college, like to the branch or something like that, it's really helpful.
Pain was interfering with Tiffany's active lifestyle. Same-day hip replacement at the Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute got her back to the community she calls home. At Adina, we do what we love, so you can too.
Hey, going on right now, of course, we've been outside. Everybody's excited. Maybe you've been looking at your mower and thinking, maybe it's time for a new one. You're going to be needing to mow the grass before too long. Hometown Motors Incorporated has their spring sales event going on right now where things are drastically reduced in price. And while supplies last, new riding mowers starting at just $1699.99, new zero-turn mowers starting at $3399.99, new walk-behinds starting at just $399.99, new chainsaws, you need a new blower, you need new trimmers. They're all marked down to drastically low prices. Hurry in to get the best selection because at prices like this, they're not going to last. Hometown Motors, your store for the outdoors at 818 Eastern Avenue in Chillicothe. Time for sports, and we begin with
State tournament basketball. The boys semis, the girls finals start tonight. Let's start with the guys. OHSAA boys basketball state semis open tonight. It includes the South Webster Jeeps playing Cornerstone Christian in Division 7 at Ohio Dominican University. There's a tip-off time of 7 o'clock for that. The Minford boys play Lutheran East on Saturday in the Division 5 state semis at St. Clairsville OCE Center. Now, the girls' state championship games get underway tonight, but our local teams or teams in our region, they don't play until tomorrow. Portsmouth, the Lady Trojans, face Creston Norwayne at 10:45 in the morning Saturday, and these are at UD Arena, while Waterford plays Fort Loramie at 5:15 p.m., again also in Dayton.
10:45 in the morning is when that Chillicothe game started, back in 2008 when the boys won the state championship.
Yeah.
That stands out in my mind because I remember I had to be there early.
Yes, sir.
So you finished that up?
Yes, sir.
On to the SOC All-Star basketball games. They'll be played at Valley High School. The girls will start at 6 p.m. The boys will be following afterwards, and they'll have awards presented in between the games. The SOC Swimming All-Stars will all be honored during the event. Admission is just $5.
And the game is Monday. I forgot to put that in there. Monday the 17th. Paint Valley Baseball will celebrate the 30th anniversary of their 1995 state championship. It's hard to believe it's been that long. This will be coming up on March the 22nd. They'll also recognize their 4 other district titles from 96, 2014, 2015, and 2021. And the 2014 state semifinal softball team will also be recognized. This will be at the Paint Valley Cafeteria that day from 1 to 4 p.m., and the public is invited to attend.
Shane Combs is going to be in to talk about this. He reached out to us to publicize the event. I said, why don't you come on in? Have a sit down and talk about it. Is he the current baseball coach?
Yes.
Still, okay.
Still.
But he's a principal out there.
Right.
As well. Yeah. So just want to make people aware of what's going on at Paint Valley. Cleveland Cavaliers will be taking on Memphis tonight. The Columbus Blue Jackets were shut out by Las Vegas 4-0. I'm sure your sister and her husband were happy about that. We're getting the nod over here from Aaron Glandon. Javon Moffmer and the top seed Liberty Flames will be in action today at 12:30. And that's on ESPN Plus in the Conference USA men's basketball tournament. They're playing Kennesaw State. And our Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. How do we not pick Makenna Craft? 4 consecutive state championships. And if you're watching this, I love this hold she has. This was from last year's state tournament, and there is no denying she has got to be tough as nails and the baddest 100-pounder in Southeast Ohio. And here winning 4 consecutive state championships, perhaps throughout the entire state of Ohio. Congratulations to Makenna. If you would like to nominate an amateur athlete, please do so. Send in your nomination to littermedia@gmail.com. And at the end of the year, we'll select a player of the year, and they'll get a really nice trophy, too. All right, coming up in a moment, this date in history. What year are we going to?
1879.
1879.
Yes, sir. Check out online propane monitoring and reporting from Litter Quality Propane. Know your home's consumption and gas remaining in the tank. You can always find out more at litterpropane.com.
Dixie Chopper. Speed when you need it. Visit your local Dixie Chopper dealer today or visit dixiechopper.com.
Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary.
Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing, download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
Haynes Total Healthcare Center celebrated 50 years last year. Have you been a part of their history? Click on this ad anywhere you see it at littermedia.com. You can learn about their doctors, their massage therapists, the whole staff. You'll find out the services they provide for chiropractic, physical therapy, nutritional help, and more. HaynesHealth.com. Time for this date in history, the birth of a gentleman that I think many people will recognize when they see his picture.
Wonder if he had anything to do with, we were talking about pie. He probably knew a little bit about that, didn't he?
I'm sure he did.
Albert Einstein is born on this date in 1879. The son of a Jewish electrical engineer at Ulm, Germany, Einstein's theories of special and general relativity drastically altered human understanding of the universe and his work in particle and energy theory helped make possible quantum mechanics and ultimately the atomic bomb. Albert Einstein lets out that wah on this date in 1879.
First person to spank Albert Einstein. Who was that? His mom, or was it the? I'm going to say mom. No.
Well, either a doctor or a midwife, whatever they used back in 1879 to deliver babies. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the health plan was like in Germany in 1879. He had a small part in the movie Oppenheimer, and it's almost as if you can't tell the Oppenheimer story without Albert Einstein. But I thought it was unique how they shared his portion in the movie.
Kind of portrayed as the forgotten man, so to speak.
Yeah. Hanging out, just looking over the pond.
Yeah.
But I've created this energy source that it's just incredible. So, Albert, hats off to you. That's it for the program this week. We are back at it again next Monday. We have a couple of special editions that are scheduled for next week. So we invite you to follow us on Facebook, follow us on Litter Media X, where you'll find a lot of things over the weekend, especially with the high school tournaments continuing. And don't forget to follow our score page at littermedia.com for those updates as well. So for Aaron Glandon, Mr. Hand 2, who waved off camera, the saluting Mike Smith, I'm Dan Ramey. We will see you